It's my van life shirt. What do you think? Can you read it? Alrighty, so I meant to do an update before, like a 1 month update and then like a 2 month update, and now we're just past 3 months, but less than a week past 3 months. So I figure it's still close enough to do a 3 month update. And I'm having a blast, having a really good time. You should come out and do it, you know. I recommend it to anybody. If you're on the fence, do it. It's great. I've traveled about 3,200 miles so far, and on this trip I'm going to Oregon. I believe everyone should know that by now if you see my videos. I know it's another 1,000 miles, something to that effect. I was, I'm behind schedule. It's like I've got, kind of a rough timeline. I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, and you stay a couple of extra days here, a little bit there, and different things, and you end up behind schedule. Kind of like real life is. Schedules are, you make schedules to be broken, something like that, or is it plans to be broken? It's one of those things. But it's been a good time. Learned a few things. I'm getting better prepared a little bit. The biggest thing for me, I would say, is working on alternate campsites, alternate places to sleep. Heading to my next destination with a plan A and a plan B reduces stress, anxiety. It just makes everything easier, calmer, and more enjoyable. Definitely makes it more enjoyable. I'm still working on downsizing. I still have way too much junk in my vehicle. Too much of this, too much of that. Too many things that I bought preparing to go on the trip. Watching all these people, they've got their top 10 must-have van life, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy that, and I bought a lot of those things, and I'm like one by one I'm throwing things out. It's like, okay, maybe this works for somebody, maybe it's just on a product review list so they can get sales because it's funding their van life. Got to be careful with that. Is it something you really need, or are you just helping somebody else live your dream? Guilty on the buying end. Containers for this. I've got a container for this, a container for that. Containers. I've been getting rid of containers, throwing containers away, giving away containers, and moving more towards good brand name freezer bags, Ziploc bags. They squishable. You can conform them to available space. If you look at a lot of the packaged containers you buy, they're all tapered so they fit in one another for shipping. That way it cuts down on shipping costs from the manufacturer side, which is understandable. But you've got a square space and you're putting something in it like this, you're losing every container you put in. You're losing space, and you're losing space. Where some things I've found so far, for me, it's worked better to just take the product from the store, put it into a Ziploc bag, seal it up. If it's something I'm worried about staying fresh, then I can double it up. Like coffee, for instance, I can pour my coffee grounds into a Ziploc bag, zip it up, throw it in a second one, zip it up. Same thing with sugar, coffee creamer, oatmeal grits, any of those things that fit, that are not solid things. They work out better for me in Ziploc bags. Out with the containers, in with the Ziploc bags. And especially things where I'm buying bulk, like a large coffee can. I do have a few containers that I keep in my kitchen area that basically, like a week's worth of a product, a week's worth of coffee, a week's worth of sugar, a week's worth of creamer, small container of hot chocolate in case I want that, tea bags, Ziploc bags. But mostly, really, a lot of it's mostly drinks. Every morning I'm going for a coffee. Some of my go-tos are there for that, and it's been easier for me to do it that way. And then I'll take like the large coffee container. I've got a week's worth on the counter. The rest of it is in a pantry down wherever, and I'm just refilling what I'm using once a week, and it's not inconvenient. I think I bought more containers just for the fact that I know I'm not a super organized person. I just figured, that would help me more. But it seems to turn out more that getting products to fit into a space, getting containers to fit into a space, and then the space you're losing because it is a container, that's not as valuable as the space that I'm losing. The container's not as valuable as the space. So I've been getting rid of things like that. Round 5-gallon buckets, I bought a couple of those. Got the airtight screw-on tops. I still have those, but I'm going to get rid of them because they're round. And when you're in a vehicle, square things fit tighter together. Round things just have all that wasted space in there. So I'll get rid of those. I do have a couple square 5-gallon buckets. I had those in a previous video. I use those for laundry and things like that. I have 2 of them. They stack up. I can use it as a shower seat in my shower, and I also keep like my laundry detergent in there, and I also use it for my dirty clothes. So dirty clothes go in there. When it starts getting full, I pull them out, I do the laundry, carry on. Life goes on. So that's been interesting. What else do we have? Castle soap. Everyone's Castle soap. Good for the environment, this, that, and the other. It's great. I have it. Maybe it's the batch I have, but it just doesn't work as well as, say, Dawn or Tide. It doesn't work as well. So if I'm out in the woods where I can't dump something, I'll use the biodegradable, like the Castle soap. I'll use that. But if I'm somewhere where I can dump like my laundry water or whatever, somewhere I can dump that into a sewer system, I use Dawn for dishes. I use real soaps because my experience so far, they work better. So I carry both and then try to use them environmentally as necessary. And I'm having a good time. Everything's great. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Otherwise, I'm going to carry on. Try to put out a video once or twice a week, however it works out. And I'm actually further ahead than where the videos are. And I know a lot of other people who are doing the videos, they're doing the same thing. And I kind of scratched my head on that a little bit back before I started trying to make videos myself. But if you are going out into the national forest land for days, weeks, whatever it is, a lot of those places, if you get internet, you're lucky. And most of them, you don't get strong enough internet to actually upload a video. So you end up doing a few videos, scheduling them ahead, get back into town, put a couple more videos, schedule them ahead, and so to keep up with anything, to keep track of it, or to keep on any kind of schedule, you need a week or two cushion in there just to get everything edited, this, that, and the other. And I don't put a lot of time into editing my videos. There are a lot of people out there that have more polished content. I'm not there yet, to be honest. Editing videos, I find boring. So I'll slap something together and I'll put it out there. I'm not relying on these videos for money to where I need a polished, finished content to attract everybody, to pay my bills, to keep going. Thank God I don't. But so I don't have that incentive to put hours into video editing. So I don't. I'll put something together, throw it out there, find something interesting, I put it out there. Currently, most of my videos have been on places I'm staying. So if someone's following this, if you're in an area, you know, maybe you might want to reference one of these videos to see, you know, what's available in that area. That was my thought. I know channels, everything evolves over time. Things will change. I don't know. I may go in a different direction tomorrow. But the way I have it set up now is I'm doing a folder, a YouTube folder or a playlist, and I've got one for each state. So everywhere I go in a state, there will be a video of where I stayed. Or if I find a place, I do a video of me if I didn't stay there or whatever. But if I find a place and I can do a video on it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to put it into that state's playlist. So if anyone wants to reference that back, you know, maybe it'll help you find a place. Maybe you'll look at it and be like, yeah, nope, that sucks. What's next? Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it won't. But that essentially is where I'm at and what I'm doing. And yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, leave them below. And I do check comments sometimes. Haven't had a lot so far, which is good. Don't have a lot of people commenting or whatever, you know, so it kind of makes it easier to stay on top of that. I can just see some of these people with like 100,000 followers and everyone commenting. It's like, yeah, there's no way to keep up with that, I don't think. But yeah, it's good. I'm more doing this as a hobby, and if you find it helpful, if you find it interesting, if you find it entertaining, cool. If not, I'll try harder. Bye.